Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 25. We are only 1 week away from Over the Limit, and what a main event we have. Triple H and Sting forming an unlikely team to take on the Undertaker and Kane of the Brothers of Destruction. It's Taker and Kane versus Triple H and Sting before Sting, The Game and the Undertaker clash in a triple threat match for the title at Over the Limit. That is our main event tonight, but coming up next, a man's got a lot in his mind. This Viper has been coiled for weeks, and he erupted last week when he challenged Kane. Kane accepted. Kane wants to get his hands on Randy Orton, and he has not done so since the quarterfinals of the tournament to crown a number one contender. It all started several weeks back when Kane defeated Randy Orton, albeit despite Randy Orton's foot being under the rope. The commissioner let it slide, but Randy Orton didn't. He went after Kane and he took it personally. Kane obviously has his fans in attendance tonight. Randy Orton, not as much. The Viper is a very, very dangerous individual. We found that out several weeks ago on Metal when Randy Orton delivered a devastating RKO to Kane on the concrete in the backstage. That was after Kane had a grueling matchup, and then last week, episode 24, Randy Orton cost Kane the NLW Hardcore Championship when he interfered during Kane's hardcore matchup with John Cena. But what's he got to say to Kane
I've learned
now?
a lot of lessons in my life, and I've heard not only about winning or losing, it's about leaving the ring with your soul. Now, I've heard a lot from a lot of guys that say they left the ring after being defeated with a cold, empty feeling inside. Well, you should know a little bit about that. How'd you feel when you left the ring that night? Cold? Empty? Afraid? That's a lesson that I refuse to learn, to be afraid, because I'm not afraid to make an impact. I will have made a bigger impact than you have made your entire career.
What an indignant human being. How dare we say that about Kane? What's Randy Orton done? Oh my, this isn't good for Randy Orton. Nah, this ain't good for Randy Orton at all. And look at the Viper's eyes. Those are not the eyes we see usually. He's petrified. All the past couple of weeks, Randy Orton's attacks have been from behind. Kane has not faced him face to face yet, and Kane not stopping. He's on his way to the ring, and if I were Randy Orton, I would be shaking in my boots. And he certainly is. The usually cold and vicious Viper has been caught on the back foot here, and he's been foiled by the throat by Kane. Kane's got his hands on Randy Orton, and Orton go for the RKO, but he's rolled. My God! He is thrown like a lawn dart out of this ring. Randy Orton attempting to get a cheap RKO, but instead gets thrown out of the ring and he's running away, but Kane is going after him. Randy Orton didn't even get to finish his statement, but he just got thrown out of the ring courtesy of the big red machine. Kane has his fans. Randy Orton's have turned off. This Sunday at Over the Limit, it will be Randy Orton versus Kane, and also at Over the Limit, it's going to be for the NLW Tag Team Championships. Kevin Nash and the Big Show, as you see there, taking on Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez. This past week on Metal, following Nash's match against Chavo Guerrero, Big Show knocked out Hernandez. But will he do the same tonight? Big Show versus Hernandez up next. January 24th, episode 27. Experience an event like no other. It's No Limits Wrestling. Cross the line. All championships will be defended in a night of champions, including a brand new championship. All the superstars, all of the drama, all of the excitement of No Limits Wrestling. Debuts, returns, action-packed and more. Plus, for the World Heavyweight Championship will be defended for the first time ever inside a three-tiered triple cage showdown. A new era will begin. The question is, are you prepared to cross the line? Your ears did not deceive you, that is right, a triple cage showdown scheduled for episode 27, but we'll get to that in the coming weeks. Coming up next, a battle between two giants which really all started this past week on Metal. It was Kevin Nash, Big Show's partner, going one-on-one with Chavo Guerrero, Hernandez's partner, in a matchup, a non-title matchup between Nash and Chavo Guerrero, of course. Tag team titles will be on the line at Over the Limit between the tag team champions, Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez. They put the titles on the line against the Big Show and Kevin Nash. However, after Kevin Nash had jackknife powerbombed Chavo Guerrero to victory this past week on Metal, the Big Show came out and knocked out Hernandez, as Hernandez was staring down Kevin Nash, but I'm sure you've already seen that. Nevertheless, that is why this match is taking place right now. The two giants set to collide before the huge tag team encounter at Over the Limit. Big Show's in the ring, and there you see one half of the NLW Tag Team Champions, Hernandez. Without the belt, I see. However, I'm sure that Chavo Guerrero is keeping both belts safe and secure in the backstage at the moment. Hernandez is all game here tonight, all power, and it's being displayed here, not waiting any time, wasting no time whatsoever, and look at that. The power of Hernandez to literally power away the Big Show from that lock. And Big Show cannot believe he's just been outpaced at the moment, but not for long. He's thrown Hernandez in the corner several shots, and now going to throw the 280-pound man across the ring as if he were a cruiserweight, as if he were weightless. Big Show signaling he wants to become the NLW Tag Team Champion, and Hernandez, look at this again. What power by Hernandez. Super heavyweight colliding with the Big Show, and now again going after him in the elbow to the back. It's been a real change in character for the Big Show in recent weeks. The Big Show on episode 23 made a pact with Kevin Nash. It was scheduled on that night to be Kevin Nash versus the Big Show. However, Kevin Nash cutting a promo and telling basically the entire NLW locker room to stay on notice because the two giants were set to reclaim the land, so to speak. That is what they've done in recent weeks, and they've done that by becoming the number one contenders for the NLW Tag Team Championships. And at the moment, the Big Show looking to put away Hernandez, but he's got it by the throat, not for long. There's the DDT by Supermex Hernandez. Of course, it was the other two opponents this past week on Metal, Kevin Nash and Chavo Guerrero, going one-on-one. Kevin Nash was victorious on that occasion, and it was at the conclusion of that matchup that Hernandez came out and confronted Kevin Nash, only to be knocked out by the Big Show. Is it going to happen a second time? Hernandez looking for the border toss, but a knockout blow. Here's the cover, and geez, the win. Hernandez looked to put on one of the most impressive border tosses in NLW history. However, the Big Show turning it around and knocking the lights out of Hernandez. Supermex has been pummeled, beaten to a pulp here tonight, and neither of the tag team champions could successfully defeat their challengers in singles competition. What has that got to say about the huge tag team encounter at Over the Limit this Sunday? Well, you see, he ducked underneath that time, went for the border toss, but got knocked out instead. Hernandez looking at the ceiling, looking at the lights. He's out again, and he's got his tag team championship in hand. Chavo Guerrero, his tag team partner and fellow tag team champion, out to console him. However, Kevin Nash is out here, and he's about to show you exactly who is the top dog in this company. Kevin Nash and the Big Show are looking to take over, just like back in the 90s. You'll remember exactly what happened the last time Kevin Nash and Big Show are part of a super group. They've taken over NLW, or at least they plan to. Who's going to come out with the Tag Team Championship gold at Over the Limit? Will it be Hernandez and Chavo, or will it be Nash and the Big Show? Well, speaking of tag team action, up next is our main event. It is the huge main event before Over the Limit. It's Triple H and Sting taking on the Brothers of Destruction. Before Undertaker, Sting and Triple H battling triple threat Over the Limit for the world title, it's tag team action up next. The Game and Sting versus Undertaker and Kane. Over the Limit, it debuts next week Over the Limit is finally here. It starts next week. We're only a week away, and this is the final episode before Over the Limit. Another huge matchup has already been made earlier tonight. We'll get to that right now. Kofi Kingston is going to go one-on-one with his former tag team partner, R-Truth. It was Kofi Kingston versus R-Truth earlier tonight. However, the match didn't even start. No bell was rung. But if any bell was rung, it was R-Truth's. He was driven through the table at the hands of Kofi. We'll get to that at Over the Limit. And for the NLW Tag Team Championships, two monsters battle the crafty Mexicans. It is Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez, perhaps one of the most successful tag teams in NLW history, taking on Kevin Nash and The Big Show for the tag team titles. Randy Orton has been on a mission to seek and destroy. He is going one-on-one with Kane at Over the Limit. You heard what he said earlier tonight, and you saw he was driven out of the building by Kane. However, he can't run, he can't hide at Over the Limit. Randy Orton versus Kane, and this one, it's an I Quit matchup for the NLW Hardcore Championship. Cena puts the title on the line against Raven. Which one of these men is going to utter those two words? I quit. It's for the Hardcore title, Raven and Cena. It's 3 stages of hell for the NLW Intercontinental Championship. Fall 1 is submissions count anywhere. Fall 2 is a tables match, and Fall 3, if needed, a ladder match between Benoit and Jericho for the IC title. And you got to take into account how are Benoit's ribs after the assault by Jericho earlier tonight. And we've already seen AJ Styles' troubled past has come back to haunt him in recent weeks. He takes on the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. He accepted the challenge, and although Punch got wrapped up in this, it's solely Styles and Angle one-on-one at Over the Limit. And of course the main event, we can't forget it, is for the NLW World Heavyweight Championship. The game Triple H versus The Undertaker versus Sting. Triple threat for the world title. It's live, it's Over the Limit, it's next week. And not only will Over the Limit be coming your way next week, we've also got the Over the Limit pre-show, Metal, episode 12, coming your way live this Wednesday evening. Right now is our main event, and it features 3 of the guys who are going to compete for that World Championship at Over the Limit in a triple threat matchup, and making his way to the ring to a chorus of boos as always, the game Triple H, about to make his way out here. He's had a pretty bumpy road getting to Over the Limit. Last week, he interfered in the matchup to crown a #1 contender. It was the final matchup in the tournament, Sting versus The Undertaker. Winner would go on and face Triple H at Over the Limit. However, the commissioner came out and said, after Triple H had attacked both men with steel chairs, that Triple H would not only have to face one of them, but he would have to face both. It's going to be a triple threat matchup, as you've just seen, for the World Heavyweight Championship at Over the Limit. The game Triple H, the Icon Sting, and the Phenom The Undertaker. But right now it's tag team action, and Triple H has one hell of an unlikely partner. The Icon, Sting, about to make his way to the ring to pair up with the game. The world champion Triple H is about to lock horns with Undertaker and his brother Kane in this tag team matchup, and his partner is Sting. Sting earlier tonight it was the 3 participants in the world title matchup at Over the Limit in the middle of the ring. Both explained, all 3 men explained in fact, why they were going to win. Sting has obviously gained a lot of support in recent weeks, and it all stems from almost coming so close to beating Undertaker in that last man standing matchup at our last pay-per-view Destruction. However, it was a draw on that occasion, but Sting earned the fans' respect. However, he's got an unlikely partner tonight. Can he and the game coexist against one of the most dominant tag teams in professional wrestling history? The Brothers of Destruction, The Undertaker and Kane, about to enter their yard, their domain. They look into each other's eyes, and you know things about to go down. These 2 men have teamed up once before, defeating Sting and his partner Kevin Nash at the time. However, tonight his partner's Triple H instead, and not wasting any time whatsoever. Triple H and Sting telling each other to go after the Brothers of Destruction early on. They're brawling on the outside here. Undertaker and Triple H going at it. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ring, Kane is wailing on Sting. The Brothers of Destruction teaming up yet again here tonight. And now, sending Triple H into the barricade even. Triple H and Undertaker going at it, so Sting and Kane. This is our tag team main event, the final matchup before Over the Limit. Sting now in trouble, he's sent off the post. The steel ring post by Kane. And now Triple H is in trouble, and there's a big boot by the Undertaker. Undertaker now taking advantage and a leg drop on the world champion. Here's a cover and a kick out. Earlier tonight they were all in the ring. Triple H, while the commissioner was talking, hit Sting from behind. Sting thought it was Triple H. Sorry, Sting, in fact, was hit by Triple H earlier tonight. And there you see, Sting telling him, I'm not tagging in, you're going it alone. Earlier tonight, Sting, Triple H, Undertaker in the ring, the commissioner came out as well. But it was Triple H who hit Sting in the back. Sting thought it was the Undertaker and attacked the Undertaker as well. A chaotic start to the evening, and perhaps an even more chaotic end. This huge tag team main event, Brothers of Destruction versus Triple H and Sting. Triple H off with a spine buster, tagging in Sting again, and there's a knee drop. Of course, the only man in this equation who will not be competing for the world title Sunday is Kane. This Sunday, he goes one-on-one with Randy Orton. There's a Stinger splash by Sting. And Sting, there's a huge drop kick to Kane. Kane has his own issues to sort out, but not for now. He's teaming with Undertaker to his credit. Because you saw earlier on in this part, at the start of this part even, Kane chased Randy Orton out of the building, it seems. Randy Orton being avoided here tonight. Avoiding the threat of Randy Orton was Kane earlier tonight, and there's a backbreaker by Kane and tagging in his brother the Undertaker. And look at Triple H there on the apron. He's pretty reluctant to get in, to say the least. Of course, these two men are his challengers. He's going to want to have these two men beat each other up as much as possible, and that's exactly what's happening now. Undertaker has Hell's Gate on Sting, but Triple H interfering, making sure Sting doesn't tap out, and a kick to the Undertaker. Triple H has relied on the fact that Undertaker and Sting hate each other so much, although at the end of last week Sting and Undertaker seem to have formed some sort of pact, if you will. They've sort of teamed together in the common goal and teaming up against the common enemy, that is the game Triple H. There's a Harley Race type knee by Triple H, and now he's looking to break the leg of the Undertaker, and that's why they call him Cerebral Assassin, as he kicks out of that roll through by the Undertaker. And Undertaker now clotheslining the game over. Looking into the eyes of Sting is the Undertaker, but he's dragged out by Triple H again. And if you think this is chaotic, wait until these three step in the ring and over the limit for the world title. It was Triple H who interrupted the incredible matchup, but look at Sting sending the Undertaker off the barricade. Triple H now tagging in Sting, and I don't think Sting knows yet that it was Triple H who hit him from behind. He still thinks it was the Undertaker. Here's a cover and a kick out again, and now Sting going on the offense again. Here is the Scorpion Deathlock, and this crowd's going ballistic. The formerly despised Sting is certainly splitting the fans here. And now he's got it wrenched on the legs, but Kane manages to break it up. Kane breaking it up, so Undertaker's not tapping out anytime soon. But now he's grabbed him by the head and the DDT by the Phenom. Can the Undertaker make it to his corner? Kane is only a mere few meters away at most. And now, there's a tag. Tagged in by the Undertaker, and now Kane with a flurry of offense. The Big Red Machine, who will go up against Randy Orton at Over the Limit, is wailing on Sting. And if Randy Orton hasn't already left, then I'm sure he'll be watching this with intrigue as he follows Triple H by the throat and Sting at the same time. I would not want to be Randy Orton right now, especially in the way Kane's been acting, but now Sting and Triple H with the double team on Kane, and now the Undertaker's back. Undertaker's back and he's wailing on Triple H. Clotheslines into Sting and into Triple H. The Brothers of Destruction working like a well-oiled machine. And here's the tag. Undertaker tagging himself in. And Triple H off the apron, and now again chokeslam perhaps, but there's a stunner by Sting. All hell's breaking loose. Taker and Sting in the ring. Triple H has just been sent off the barricade, and look at this. Last ride by the Phenom. The Undertaker with the last ride, not putting it away yet. Triple H is on the floor. Wait a minute. I thought he left. What? Randy Orton coming out of the crowd. And earlier tonight, we thought Randy Orton had left. We thought he'd been chased out the building, and now a sneaky blind tag by Triple H. And now he's from behind, causing the distraction, and there's a pedigree. Damn it. Pedigree by Triple H, but what? Why the hell does Sting drag him away? And I think Sting is trying to tell Triple H that he's going to be the one to put away the Undertaker. Well, a brief moment of arguing, but oh God. Apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't think he intended Sting to see that. And look at that. Scorpion Death Drop. Here's the cover. And the win. The Brothers of Destruction picking up a huge victory before Over the Limit. And more importantly, not only has Sting got one over on the game, but the Undertaker has just pinned the world champion only a few days before they're scheduled to meet for the world title in a triple threat matchup. The Phenom is on a roll. Well, it was such chaos at the end of this matchup. Kane was blindsided by Randy Orton. Randy Orton, we thought he'd been chased out earlier tonight. However, that wasn't to be, but then Triple H getting a blind tag, hitting the pedigree, thought it was over. Sting dragged him away. There was some problems and some issues about who was going to put away the Undertaker, but that, the flip of the bird, we apologise for that, ladies and gentlemen. But nevertheless, Triple H getting what he deserved, and now he's got two monsters gunning for his title. Triple H didn't intend Sting to see him flipping the bird, but unfortunately for him, he's just made these two monsters even angrier than they were before. Undertaker and Sting both want to be world champion, and I think it's just dawned on Triple H that that's the case. Triple H's title has never been in more jeopardy. He survived Hell in the Cell. He survived challenger after challenger after challenger, but will Over the Limit be the time? Will it be their time? How the hell is the game going to survive? Over the Limit is next week.